So, hi everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. So, good morning. Happy Saturday. We are excited to have you all here for today's Vibe Coding webinar by GoCracket. So, please meet our mentor for today, Prabhat Sachin. Prabhat is a seasoned AI product management leader with 12 plus years of experience building and scaling products across fintech, edtech, e-commerce, and BFSI. He has led multiple 0 to 1 and 1 to 10 product journeys, working extensively with Gen AI, Agentic AI, and AI ML driven systems, spanning personalization, search and discovery, conversational AI, and data led growth. Currently, Prabhat is deeply hands on with the AI first product building, helping organizations design, prototype, and ship practical, scalable products using the latest AI tools and workflows. Previously, he has worked with Snapdeal as a part of the central data science team and with also InfoEdge across platforms like Shiksha, Naukri Learning, and driving large scale user acquisition, growth, and engagement. He is a computer science engineer from Dhirubhai Ambani Institute of Management and an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. Prabhat is strongly believes in product-led growth and using AI to turn ideas into real products fast. So today he is here to show you how vibe coding makes that possible. So thank you everyone for joining, and let's go quickly to Prabhat and understand everything about vibe coding today. Over to you, Prabhat.
Yeah. So, I hope I am audible. Just a second.
Yes.
Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. Today, it's a warm welcome. Is there any problem in the voice? Echoing.
Nitya, can you please
Okay.
check? No.
Okay. So, no echoing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, good morning everyone. I am Prabhat. So yeah, as Suman has already given a brief introduction about myself. So I have spent like close to 12 years, across industries, building products in across multiple domains. And so like before I start, so let me tell you exactly that how we are going to spend next 30 minutes, what we will and we will not do. I'll not be taking much time on the slides. So I'll be building something live together in this session with the help of AI tool, which is Lovable. We are going to use, and you do not need to have any like coding background. You don't have to install anything. You have to just see me build live, and it's going to be as simple that if you can type a sentence, you can follow along with me. So here is what you will walk away with a clear understanding of what vibe coding actually is, and a live demo of a working AI app, which I'll be building from scratch, and a realistic sense of what you can build yourself. So definitely it's a session which is irrespective of your background. We are going to keep it as simple as possible without doing getting into any kind of coding. So just be present and watch what is possible now. So so as like you see, the slide says like everyone is becoming a builder. I mean that literally, like everyone. It could be like product managers, project managers, product owners, marketers, operations, founders, students. So the barrier to build something really has almost disappeared now. So today I'll show you exactly what I mean. Yeah, so let me just go to the next slide. Yeah. So let me first start with like what is vibe coding. So vibe coding in one sentence, you describe what you want in plain English. AI builds for you, you test it and improve it. No syntax, no code, no developer needed for your first version. So as you can see, this slide shows a lot of tools. So don't let that intimidate you. So it just give us some sense of what kind of AI tools which are there in the market. So I have tried to group them by what they are good at. For someone starting out, you really need only need to know like two important tools, which are so Lovable is the one, and Google AI Studio is the second. So for today's session, I'm going to cover the Lovable, and why I chose Lovable, because it gives you a full stack app, complete front end, which you see on any web browser, the front end, the web app, then the back end, which also includes the like database and all kind of registrations which happens at the back,
Can you make
all kind of data.
please make full screen your presentation?
Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. So like Lovable gives you a full stack app, front end, back end, and live URL. So like from one prompt, and you will see AI builds for you, and also like the kind of UI, like the user interface it produces. So I like easily it is one of the best tools out in the market, and it has like a lot of like free generous limits which you can use to build. So so other tools are there are other like tools where like if people like wants to go into the more deeper into the code, so then like Cursor, Bolt, like Google Anti-Gravity. So but they are not like currently needed for the scope. It's just for your awareness. I have kept this as a part of this session. Yeah. So let me go to the next slide. Yeah. So let me also give you a real example. So like as I have been into the product management for last more than 10 years, and I've worked in organizations like currently working with a B2B commerce startup. So like how I have been using this vibe coding. So like give you one of the examples, like you have seen like apps like Blinkit. So we have a very similar business model, and where we have a like lot of like sales team. So we needed something for our sales team, so that they can see, because lot of the salary of the sales team in our company is driven based on the incentives. And for by incentives I mean like lot of incentive which we give, that if you do this much of sale you will get these much of incentives, or if you do these many orders, or if you sell these type of FMCG products, like suppose like this kind of oil or this kind of beverages, if you sell, so we run lot of like incentives on different type of products. So like we had to build this complete sales performance and incentive tracking feature on our like sales app for our internal sales team. So traditional path used to be like you start with the specs document, then you work with your designer, then the designer creates some prototypes, and then developer and all these happens. And once you have something built, then you take it to the market and try to see that what kind of feedback you are getting. But now what is, so it usually it used to take like couple of weeks of time, but now all this can be done probably within a day. Like you can start like building yourself with the help of tools like Lovable. And what I did, like I created a prototype based on the understanding, and I got the pain points for our sales team, and got these prototypes created. And then I shared those live URLs with our sales team folks to get their feedbacks. And based on the feedbacks and iterations, I did it did a lot of like iterations and changes in within that prototype. And then once it was agreed with all the business stakeholders, so that is how I just want to give you a sense that how important these tools are in day-to-day job of like anyone. And also like this has also become one of the critical skill in one of parameter in the hiring as well. So like in couple of like interviews which and the hiring which we had done recently, so we were also looking at the profiles based on the experience in using some AI tools for prototyping. So this has also started becoming one of the key needs and essentials for hiring for like a lot of roles, and probably in the near future it's also going to be like even becoming more important. So hence like it's very important. And I have also like trained over like 1000 plus people in the past vibe coding workshops which we have done, and a lot of other AI tools. So people with like zero coding background, they can build real apps, and you can ship it for the initial set of like few customers and few users, and then obviously like based on the product market fit you see, based on that you can take further actions to make it scalable. So let me go to the, so now let's quickly jump to the Lovable and show you that how it's built. Okay, so let me share the screen of Lovable. Okay. So is my Lovable screen visible or not? Okay, not yet, I guess. Yeah, okay. So here it's visible, and okay. So my screen is visible to all of you. This Lovable, yeah. So let's pick like one example which I'll use for today's workshop is like what we will try to build uh, an AI powered tool that evaluates your business idea and gives a clear score, verdict, and next steps. So let me write prompt here. Give me a second. So, like whenever you have like any idea which you want to build on Lovable, so what I have done based on like simple idea that I want to build an AI powered app which can pick any idea and it will evaluate. So based on that, I have created a prompt in ChatGPT, and I have used, so you can use any of the tools like ChatGPT or the Claude or Gemini to write a prompt first. So that's what exactly I have done. So like if you can see the prompt, so you have to build a clean web app called Idea Validator app, and your goal is like you have to help anyone like out there, founders, so to quickly evaluate. So if you have, want to build something, that how you even want to evaluate your business idea with like at least some basic sense that if that business idea is going to work or not. So that's what I have written, that what is the goal. Then I have given some instructions about what kind of design I would need. So again, this prompt I have created with the help of ChatGPT. So what kind of like design layout? So goal I have mentioned, then I have written about design, and then what are the different screens are going to be there in this particular AI validator tool. In the input form, what I need, like I mentioned, create only two fields. So one field like where we are asking a user to give an input of their problem and target customer. So like who has what problem. So basically there you are going to uh, basically show that what is the exact problem. Then also for this particular problem, what exactly is the solution in this particular idea you are proposing. So that's what you will have to fill in this input 2. And then there is a button on that screen 1 after these two input fields is CTA button, evaluate idea. So that's what is then going to be the screen 1. So now once you provide these two inputs as a problem plus target customer and proposed solution, then in the screen 2, I am also giving instructions here to Lovable that what exactly you have to show, that it will start showing the progress that your idea is being analyzed, and this kind of subtext. Then what will happen once this transition state will be there, it will start showing the results based on whatever idea. I'll show you it built right now. So then there will be a results dashboard. So that result dashboard is going to give you a score at a scale of 0 to 100, and that will be like very visually prominent. And also it's going to give you the breakdown of the score, that on what are the multiple different dimensions you have to evaluate this idea, and based on that you have to give a final verdict. Strong idea, move to MVP, or if this idea is weak, you have to go for the refinement, or so that's what is going to be the kind of verdict and some kind of insights and the next steps. So that's what I have written with the help of ChatGPT. Now I'm going to press enter here, and now it will start building Lovable. So all you can see, if you give a just very simple like plain 1 or 2 line of instruction in Lovable, it will also start building. But then the idea which I want to tell here, so it may like ask you for certain instructions, for certain kind of like approval. So you have to just allow, because it will try to build some backend. It will try to decide like what kind of like LLM it want to use in the backend, because it generally uses Gemini and combination of Gemini, GPT, and sometimes this Claude as well. All so like here you are not deciding that which LLM is to be used. Lovable itself is deciding that what LLM I want to use for generating images or for generating the logical based output, what kind of LLM needs to be used. So that is being decided by Lovable here. Yeah, so it generally takes few minutes. So while like so it will also keep telling you whatever Lovable is doing at the moment. So like it's mentioned that I'm building a single page web flow with whatever the this states which we have provided in the prompts. So let it build for a few minutes, and yeah, let me.
Prabhat, there is a question.
Yeah.
Lot of people are asking that how much back-end knowledge is required, how much coding is required, to what extent we can use vibe coding for, let's say, developing our product, our app, or our thing.
Yeah, so like let me like rephrase the question. So the question here is like how much of the coding knowledge, or how much of the backend knowledge, or how much of the database and all knowledge is needed for vibe coding. So let me give you a straightforward answer. For vibe coding, you don't need any kind of backend knowledge. You absolutely don't need any knowledge of database backend at all. So it will absolutely work. But then again, vibe coding has certain limitations. It's going to work only for first few set of users. Maybe like again, it depends upon the kind of complex use case for which you are building. If it's a very complex use case, probably you may have to take and the code base from Lovable, and you have to go and understand something. But yes, for the initial set of users, for prototyping, getting it validated in the market, if it's a like simple use case, just a simple use case, I would say, like if it you want to just create a website of yourself, like to create your own portfolio, it is absolutely fine. You can take it 100% live. You don't need any technical bandwidth knowledge. But then there could be a use case probably where I'll show you like couple of examples as well. Like where probably after if you want to scale, then probably you may have to go deeper. And by scale, I mean to say that if it's going to be like very high traffic pages and where it needs lot of logics in the backend, because then you may have to set up your database and all. So yeah, I think there is one more question which, okay, so let me just first show you that what Lovable has just built here. So as you can see, it has completed the building, and this idea validator AI. So it has automatically decided itself that what kind of UI, what kind of name needs to be given. So all of these iteration improvements you can do later, but in the first iteration, always try to build very basic MVP kind of like minimum viable product feature for across single screen or multi-screen feature. So let me put some idea and show you that how it's going to run. Okay, so let me pick this one thing for you is so let like I've just picked one some random like idea that in Indian cities, in lot of like urban cities, you struggle with like reporting lot of local issues about like garbage or air pollution and any other problem. If we have to report these kind of problems to the right government authority, most of the times you don't know and you don't know how to. So that is the idea. And for what I am trying to propose a solution, like build an AI powered platform that lets users report issues where you can just put some text or images and it will automatically identify that relevant government department and routes the complaint while tracking resolution. So that is the kind of idea which I'm throwing on this app and will ask it to validate right in front of you. So let me click here, and now it will start analyzing this idea. It's going to evaluate market feasibility and differentiation, and it has immediately come up with the, in the background it has used like let's say like gpt probably like 4 or 5. So based on that it has come up with this score 48 out of 100. It says the weak idea, you need to rethink or maybe refine this idea. So market potential, problem severity, differentiation. So here, as you can see, because whatever we had given in the initial prompt, we did not go too much deep into these dimensions. If you have to give any specific instruction on any particular dimension, or what more you need, you can give all these kind of things in your follow prompts further in Lovable. And so like it is showing market potential, problem severity, differentiation for this particular idea which I took. And also like if you want, you can give a further prompt that whatever idea you have proposed in the previous screen, it can show that box towards the top. So yeah, so all that is feasible. So like you just saw that I just put a prompt and in just couple of minutes it built this working prototype. And then it is also giving you the key insights that this is a specific problem, big, like the last mile mapping of this to the exact is the primary value prop, because you are mapping the problem with the right administrative authority. And it is also trying to give you a risk that some, because a lot of these government departments have no obligation to integrate. So you there you may feel like lot of frustration, or you may have to work with lot of like government authorities on how you can integrate these APIs with them. So yeah, so it's giving you a food for thought, and which you can work upon. Based on that you can define your idea, and you can try to build prototype, and you can then show it to maybe one or two like folks in the relevant positions. So yeah, in the today's session I'm not further going deeper into this, but just wanted to give you an overview that what all is possible with just simple human explainable simple language and English, the kind of prompt which you give. So yeah, and Lovable up to 5 credits per day is free, and you all can try yourself. But yes, there has a limit of I think 20 or 25 credits in a month. Beyond that, if you have to, so all these AI tools, you get some credits, AI credits. They consume it, and once you build, it will start exhausting, and once you have exhausted the limit, then you will get stuck, and then it may ask you to go for the higher version. So yeah, let me quickly come back to the presentation, and let me just try to just close this. Maybe couple of will not take more than couple of minutes, and then yeah, some of the questions and queries I can take. So yeah, so in like this particular like today's session, I just wanted to give an overview of what all is possible with the help of Lovable tool, and would also like request all of you to start building, and you can always try. But yes, it's just a foundation where we have given some idea on what kind of thing, whatever idea you may have. But then there are other tools in the market like Google AI Studio, and how to do the deployment means from once you build this, how you can deploy this and create a public URL which you can share with anyone, and anyone can access your this. Then also, like, because like today we could not cover a lot of things, but then there are ways in which, if you want a more deeper understanding on how this works, uh, there is a prompt framework also, through which you can first build prompts on tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. There is a framework, and based on that, once you have created and refined your prompts, then only bring your prompts to Lovable, because as you know, there is a daily limit of 5 credits. So prompt framework, then like tool mastery means there are a lot of more features within the tools like Lovable AI Studio which you can use, and at the same time you get your task done. You have more control over the design, the different components on the page, and without exhausting much of your credits. So there are ways, there are features which you can try to explore. And then because this is a full stack tool, front end, back end, database, so all that is also possible. Like, you can create a landing page where you can take inputs of the users, and you can record in the database, and you may even show that complete login logout session based, so all that is feasible with this tool, Lovable. And it provides support for the database with and they have a close integration with Supabase, but then you can also do integration with other database providers as well. And yeah, so we have also like curated like more hands-on session where we give some we give a real-time demo of like multiple products, and then we encourage you to build, because what we have seen, like, only you get a confidence once you start building yourself. And once you build something yourself, you explore a lot of features, then it gives you a lot of confidence, and then you can start using these tools in your like day-to-day life, in irrespective of the kind of work across and also like in the past, in our these detailed workshops, people for like age groups from I think from 8th grader student till like 70 years old. So that is how the spectrum of the like the audience who have taken part in the previous workshops. And let me, and in the like detailed workshops, we also give this like certificate based on what you build in that hands-on session, plus the recording will be available. And we give full like support, and we have these Go Crack It co-pilots who basically also help you even after those sessions in assisting you in building any kind of queries you may have. So that is how we try to nurture the relationship with everyone like who participates, and once you get start. And also we have like lot many sessions. So let me give you some projects which has been built by the participants in the previous workshops, like some of the examples. And these are all the examples which are in use by folks who have built for their like use cases. So you can see the immense potential it has now, and you don't need any kind of like developer support, at least for the initial set of users, unless you have to go into a very like full-fledged and high-skill product. So these are some of the testimonials by the participants in the past who have attended our like vibe coding workshops, and also we are planning to come up with more workshops around AI tools and agentic AI. So that's what we are planning, because like these days, like you unless you practice yourself, unless you do yourself, you won't understand that what kind of potential it has. So yeah, I think so. We are going to conduct a hands-on workshop next weekend, same time, 9th May, to our session where like we are going to give you a hands-on. Will cover the multiple steps as we had mentioned in the previous slides, and yeah, so where you are going to build something your own, and you can ask your queries. So that's what we will support, and you'll also get a certificate after like this hands-on workshops. And yeah, so I think for today, like whosoever is like attending this session today, so request all of you to be like part of our like Go Cracket community. And yeah, so maybe Suman can tell more about what kind of like offers we are running for the these like the future workshops, uh,
Yeah.
and this specifically the ninth May. Yeah, Suman, over to you.
Yes. So thank you so much, everyone. So thank you, Prabhat. So everyone, the coding. This isn't just about coding. It's about building and staying relevant in an AI first world. Perfect for the workshop. The workshop which we are conducting hands on is perfect for non-tech folks. There is no coding required. Our mentor Prabhat has guided 1,000 plus people on one-on-one basis. We have also seen participants, as he mentioned, we have seen participants from 8-year-old to 75-plus-year-old who has joined the workshop, who has learned and genuinely enjoyed the process. So that's the accessibility. And also workshop is happening on 9th May. It's hands on, build real things, and we have an offer for you that is 25% off for today. And you can use the code which is mentioned on the screen, GCI thanks, to use and avail this offer. So we will be here for some time now. So you guys can, if you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you everyone for joining. So
Yeah, I would also like to thank you everyone like who have attended this workshop, and I would definitely encourage all of you to start building, start basically exploring lot of like AI tools, because that's what is going to differentiate you in the like job market, because job market is transitioning a lot. And like what I have been observing in the industry, like right from my like college days at IIM Ahmedabad. So I've been in touch with a lot of my my batchmates. So keep discussing. So that is how the kind of market is evolving, and the kind of new skill sets. And many times, like the colleges, probably they are not well equipped to help you get that kind of knowledge. And even probably in your particular like jobs wherever you are working, you can always try to keep on exploring what kind of like use cases, where you can build. And most importantly, in your like free time or weekends, who knows, like if you have any idea, if you build something of your own, it may like click, and yeah, it may start working, and maybe like at some point of time you may become an entrepreneur. So if like so I think it's one of the best time now, because all this building, developing, executing is now becoming so cheap that anyone can afford it. It's just a matter of few dollars, and you have all these AI tools at your disposal. So yeah, so like heavily encouraged to start learning if not already, and if you those who have already started, so go deeper into these tools, build. Then maybe you can also showcase it to your network. So that's what is going to be something worth
Yeah.
going to help push your career in. So that's what we have seen. So yeah,
Prabhat,
happy to take. Yeah, if
yeah. Yeah, we are getting a questions, repeated questions, even on YouTube, saying that what more things will be covered in the hands-on session and which is not there covered here today.
okay, so let me go back to this particular. Uh, so like today we had covered this tool Lovable, but then Lovable tool has some restrictions in terms of the number of credits. So for that, we are also going to cover AI Studio, which is by Google, and which you can also use to start building. So that's one. So it's almost free, and so you it's up to you. Then prompt framework. Like today, we could not go deeper into the prompt creation, that how really you should be writing your prompt, because if you don't write a good structured prompt, then you will just be not able to actually use AI up to the max potential. Probably then you will be using only 1% or 2% or maybe 5% of the AI capability. So that's what writing the structured prompt, and it also matters because it will uh, lead to you so that you don't end up in consuming lot of credits. Then we'll go deeper into more different type of features which are available in Lovable and Google AI Studio, which you can leverage, and how you can integrate Lovable and Google AI Studio with other tools like this Superbase is like a database. Then how you can export this code to GitHub, and then from GitHub you can deploy at any other platform like Vercel or Netfly or any other platform. So this deployment, what are the additional features, what all is possible with the help of these tools. Then we'll also cover the database and part, where in the live example we'll show you that whosoever is coming to your like web app, we are going to first capture details of the lead like email ID, phone number, name, and then it will be captured in the database. And then after only proper authentication via Google sign up or any based on that, will show you that the user is now login, and based on login the all the past information can be shown, and that you can do. So this authentication and database. And then like after this demo of maybe around 25 minutes, then we'll open the floor where we all of the participant are going to build something of their own in that workshop itself. And by the end of the workshop and in between, we are going to resolve your queries, any questions related to the developing. And by the end you will have a working URL which you can share with others right after the sessions. And yeah, of course you will be getting the recordings and the certificate for attending that once you uh, share whatever you have built with us. Based on that, will be sharing the certificates that you have attended this workshop, and that you can showcase in your resume and all, and maybe on LinkedIn and other social media platforms.
Yes. Thank you so much. Any more questions? Nitya, did you find any questions you would want to ask? Alok and Nitya. You can unmute yourself from.
Yeah, I think you answered that question, that what all things will be covered and how that workshop will be different than this. So, in the today's word, I think Prabhat has already answered. In today's word, the idea and execution both are important. So, because you have your disposal to all the tools, right? You can now build your ideas and present it, and in a very less amount of time. And it also gives you a very good understanding of AI, and it also gives you something that you can write about in your profile, and that also gives a profile boost. So that Prabhat has already answered. So I think if there is no question, we can discuss now. And guys, please register this website if you are interested. It already so many people have joined this workshop and given very good ratings, and they have created a lot of products, right? And for today, we have a coupon code called GCI Thanks. So you can register here. If you want to know more details, just write to us at support@coopeticket.com, and we will be happy to this thing. We will be doing a lot of other sessions also. We are trying to build a community where we can teach all of you more of AI stuff, right? So just stay tuned and be a part of our community, and we'll be keep meeting you. Thank you so much, and thanks so much, Prabhat, once again for joining it.
Yeah, thank you. I think there's one query from Jishnu Karthik. Maybe if he can just write his question. He has raised his hand, Jishnu. Jishnu, do you have any question? Okay.
We cannot.
Maybe if you can type your question, we cannot hear you if you are saying something, Jishnu.
Hello, can you tell what Jishnu wants to ask?
It is not here. Yet to ask. Yet to ask.
Okay.
Okay, okay. No problem. Maybe like you all can like share your like questions, queries.
Yeah, he wants to
Okay.
ask that whether this workshop is online or offline.
So it's online workshop in the same format as we did today. So there, like we are going to resolve any of your questions, queries, as we have mentioned in that hands.
Yeah.
So the focus is on hands-on and giving you full support in building, because otherwise you may see a lot of content over the internet, but then the kind of support and query resolution, so there, like we have seen, unless you build something of your own, probably I think it doesn't help much.
Yeah.
And that is the time it sparks and even makes you more comfortable and encourages you to build a lot. So that's what we want all of you to achieve.
Yes. So this is a sixth edition. What we are coming up with, and we have got an amazing response for all the five editions. So and we are getting more response in even for sixth edition. So it would be very beneficial for all of you, those who are interested in attending, and we recommend everyone to attend. So any more questions? Mayank has
I
a
think
question.
my
Can you type in your question, Mayank?
Prabhat, could you hear the question?
No, I cannot.
Okay, okay. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. The question is: many people want to become business analyst, or go into that detail direction, right? So, how does this workshop will help them, and how will this skill help them?
So like as I understand, the question is like you like probably someone wants to get into the business analyst kind of role. So then how this prototyping and AI tools can help them to achieve that? Okay. So yeah, I think what you can demonstrate that what exactly is the job of like business analyst is like analyzing a lot of data and the business ideas, and based on that you have to come up with some data backed actionable insights. So probably with the help of these AI tools and skills, lot of times earlier what used to happen, you were able to demonstrate your idea based on some text document, or you were creating at max ppts, or you were creating some excel based charts, or but now what you can do, you can go at like much beyond that, not just static presentation. Now you have something very dynamic and which can be shared with not just one, probably first with your actually end users as well, and then you can even test out that whatever is your recommendation, and you can get those raw feedbacks, and then you can present it to your stakeholders. So the kind of decision making now, it is more convincing, because you have more confidence in what's going to work or not, and once you see and show it to others, they will also like understand much faster on what you exactly want to convey. So probably what used to take weeks or maybe days, now it can be done in hours or maybe in a day or two at max. And all data analysis also can be done in a very very beautiful like layouts and charts with the help of these shareable like UI. And so there are a lot of tools like which, but just you have to start building. Alok, I think you are, if you're saying something, you are on mute, so
No, no.
could not
So Prabhat,
hear you.
What you can do now, you can mute your tab from YouTube and unmute your tab from Gmeet, because anyways questions you'll be getting from Gmeet only, right?
Okay, okay, got it.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.